Anthony was the oldest of our 4 children, and he had married Paula Rubino.
I was sitting with Tony. All of a sudden, Paula showed up, and I saw Tony. Just like he froze.
She was somebody that was always there with me. We laughed, we played together, we were just best friends.
She was adventurous, she had a great sense of humor, she was a great dancer.
My brother Tony was real adventurous, he was a pilot.
He was a free spirit, he did what he wanted to do and very dedicated to his family and everybody else too.
He just kind of pushed the envelope to as far as it could go. But I think that's the nature of a pilot. I think pilots have that kind of a mentality too.
He was always full of energy and full of life, you know, living life with a lot of zest.
They just clicked. They were just a cute couple. They were really a lot of fun. The kids had left the Rubinos in Rome. I get home and there's a message on the machine and he said, "This has been the trip from hell." And he said, "We have a layover in Pittsburgh. Why don't you come and meet us?" I jumped in the car as soon as I got the message and I'm driving to the airport and I see all this smoke.
The phone rang and I picked up the phone. It was Phyllis. She says, "Have you heard from the kids?" And she says, "Well, there's something wrong. I think the plane crashed." I said, "Oh my God. Tony and Paula." When the kids died, the community donated money and food and flowers.
And we ended up with $25,000, $30,000. And we said, what are we gonna do with this money? We can't spend it on ourselves.
It all started when our grandson got diagnosed with autism. And so our son, Bernie, was friends with Dan Marino, and Dan has a son with autism. So they invited us down to see the school where he went. So then in the meantime, Jackie Marchionda, through a friend of ours, got in touch with Bethy and they talked.
There was such limited resources to help us. So we really were pretty much on our own. We got the diagnosis, but it was not like today.
It's sad what Jackie and I and other parents had to go through in the beginning. So we wanted a place that would help advocate, educate teachers, help families.
To me and the rest of us, we felt this was the perfect place to be, would be at a university.
Anytime you're making a difference in someone's life, you know, it's a special thing, and I'd like to believe that the young people that come here to the Rich Center, YSU's making a difference.
Well, I think it's wonderful to have that kind of organization on our campus because it exposes our students to diversity of needs in our population. And some of them, that's stimulated a lifelong love of working with that population, and they've gone on to employment at the Rich Center and graduate degrees.
What we like to do is we develop close relationships with our families, and in doing that, we get a strong understanding of the goals. And what we can do, I always say, like from an image standpoint, it's like kind of collectively wrap our arms around that student, because we're trying to fulfill each of those individualized plans for each student.
Carson's been here since he was 3. He's 21.
It was a big challenge in the beginning because we were blindsided by it, you know.
His progression is all due to what the teachers have done with him here.
They take the time to get to know the kids individually, and they don't give up. Like, my daughter has struggled since she started, but she's come a long way, and she's exceeded limits that I never thought she was going to exceed before she started this school.
Every kid with autism is different, right? They need to be taught different. They need to have a different structure. So the structure's in place, but it's also their patience and to be able to alter. And if we didn't have all that, Landy would not be where he is.
For us, it was like, listen, these are people that deal with this every day.
It means a lot. I mean, it was hope for us, and it was the light at the end of the tunnel for us, because we knew we're gonna find people qualified, and it's our hope, you know, for him and his future.
What's cool about the Rich Center is it's taken this horrible tragedy and turned it into just a wonderful, beautiful thing for this community and for people.
When we see what is developed and what has been accomplished.
You look yourself and say, you know what? We're doing good things here.
They would have wanted us to put our energy towards helping others, and that's what we've done. So
their memory, lives on, and it's doing positive things with families in need.
What that place has become is remarkable.
I'm totally convinced Tony and Paula were on this earth to start the Rich Center. I really feel that was their purpose on this earth.